This is Lindsay Barnett with the Heart of Dixie Railroad Museum, and this is Shelby Spotlight. I moved here from Nebraska in about 2013, I believe, and my background is in nonprofits. And honestly, I didn't know anything about trains, but I love the people. I love the passion that train people have for what they do with the railroad, and the history of railroading in Alabama is just fascinating. And so, the Heart of Dixie Railroad Museum actually began as a railroad club in Birmingham, and they had a collection of some cars and some guys that were just passionate about trains, and had the opportunity to move to Calera, Alabama, which is between Birmingham and Montgomery, just off I-65. And they took the opportunity. There's a stretch of track that used to be the mineral rail line. And so they were able to, over the years, build track. And the museum now has over 6 miles of operational railroad track that we run full-size equipment on, and a campus that celebrates the history of railroading with museums and equipment, a gift shop, of course, and other pieces of historical apparatus and equipment that just tells the story of railroading in Alabama. And there's crossings for the L&N and for CSX, just right there in Calera. Calera is a town that was built around the rail lines, and so it was a good fit for us. And being just off the interstate is always a benefit for tourists that are coming to and from the beach or football games or what it may be. They're able to just pop off the interstate and enjoy our location for a while and then hop back on and travel through. The Heart of Dixie Railroad Museum is actually a nonprofit volunteer organization. So every time the train leaves the station, it's a fundraiser for our organization's continued operations. And so every Saturday we have crews of volunteers that come in, and from brakemen to conductors to engineers to people in the gift shop or the ticket office on the grounds, they show up on Saturdays and make really cool events happen. So every Saturday the train departs the station at least twice. And then we have special events throughout the year each month that attract, we had about 800 people for Easter, for example, this year. And it's just a great opportunity for people to ride a full-size train, to experience what that was like. And then have some just great family time together. That's a big piece of the puzzle for us. Tickets are available on our website, hodrrm.org, and you can get tickets. About $15 is the average ticket price. If you want to ride in the caboose, or if you want to ride in the locomotive with the engineer, those are cool experiences that you can also purchase tickets for. And then also on our grounds, which is unique and kind of a cool piece of local history, the Birmingham Zoo's historic train that used to be their steam engine that ran through the park, it's now operational on our grounds as well. And so you can get tickets for just $4 each on the S&S narrow gauge steam train and ride 2 trains in a day, which makes a fun day activity. We always encourage people to arrive about an hour before their scheduled departure. So trains historically always ran just right on schedule, so we do our best to do the same. So say you have a train departure at 10 o'clock. We'd encourage you to arrive around 9 o'clock, 9:15 that morning. Gives you time to navigate traffic on I-65, which is always a lot of fun. And then, of course, find parking, visit the restrooms, shop the gift shop, get tickets to ride the little steam train. It's a short, probably 6 or 7 minute ride through the campus. And then you can be in line to pick up your tickets from the historic depot, and you get an actual boarding pass. You might buy your tickets online, but to board the actual train, we've got volunteers ready to punch your tickets just like they did in the old days. So you can pick up your tickets from the depot and be in line to board about 15 minutes before departure. The train rides are typically about 75 minutes long. So that gets you down the track. We stop and pick up passengers from Ozan Winery and Distillery, which is on our rail line. So we stop and pick up passengers at the platform there, and then continue to the end of the line and then return. So it makes for a full morning if you're on the 10 o'clock train, or if you come for a 1 o'clock, it's the same process. Um, a special event day, you might stay for lunch. We usually have food vendors on our special event days. So you can do lunch on the grounds in the picnic pavilion and just enjoy your day. We really encourage people to visit not only our location, like get on the train at the museum, but to also check out Ozan Winery and Distillery. They sell tickets on their site for daytime train rides on Saturdays. So you can kind of get the take mom out, or take, girls groups or adults only outings. You can be able to get tickets through the Ozan website as well, and get on the train from the winery and explore their vineyards, tasting rooms, all of that. And then we do nighttime events with them, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. We do a summer sunset special, and even a Christmas event. So there's always something going on at the winery that you just might find a train ride involved in as well. Probably the thing that people most look forward to with us is our Christmas event. So we used to do the Polar Express, like the actual authentic, based on the book experience at Christmas. But we have brought in the North Pole Express, similar but not trademarked by Disney. And tickets for that go on sale in July every year and are usually sold out by the middle of August. So it's a huge event for us, and something that everybody looks forward to returning to, as well as trying to get tickets to for the first time. So we always encourage people to be on the lookout for that. We have a couple of train cars that are in restoration right now, and one of them is right on the edge of being ready to be put onto the train. It's a dining car, and that will be a premiere experience on the train as well that we're excited about releasing. As a nonprofit, the museum is invested in the community. Downtown Calera is going through a revitalization process right now that we're excited about seeing developing. And so we try to be involved with those events and activities as much as we can be. Our success is rooted in the community because of the number of volunteers that show up to make it happen. The things we do, we can do because they do so much. And so our volunteerism is a fantastic piece of our process. We have students that come in from the schools. We partner with some of the student organizations in Shelby County and find ways for them to serve and even raise money for their own organizations through participation in our events. And so we find a lot of value in supporting the local community, and we receive a lot of value with support from the local community. Shelby County offers a lot of activities for families. As a mom of 3, I definitely find value throughout the county, whether it's the parks that we get to go to, the events that they host, like Alabaster City Fest. First Friday happens in Calera every month and in the summer. And so the events that happen are really fun. I think Shelby County works hard to bring family together. And by bringing the families together, they bring communities together. And there's a lot of pride being from Shelby County because of those important parts and pieces. Patriots Park in Alabaster is really nice. It just opened this year, and it happens to be close to our neighborhood. So that's been a really nice new park. It's got pickleball courts, which is huge. So they just opened it, and they're ready to add more courts to it. So they've got their finger on the pulse of what people are looking for and enjoying. Oak Mountain is another great state park in the area that our family enjoys going to get out and about and in nature. And they've done a beautiful job keeping it up and making new opportunities to play. And I think with my connection to the train museum, I'm a little biased there. I think that's a good activity to do as well.